Hello and welcome.
I'm looking at that commercial. I'm like,
hello.
to scream. I go, I don't know.
Hello.
It's kinda, what is this?
How are you?
I guess we have somebody on the call.
That's right.
Teddy from Long Island? How did Teddy from Long Island already come on?
Teddy has a way of getting into things.
Teddy got into things.
Yeah.
I never touched the buttons for Teddy. I don't know who's pushing your buttons today, Squeeze, is the question.
That's a very good question.
Who is pushing your buttons today?
That's a very good question.
Do you have a list of people pushing
That's
buttons?
a burning question.
Do you have people?
That is a burning question.
Do you have a list of people touching your buttons? Pushing your buttons? Doing anything with your buttons?
No one touches my buttons.
Yes.
Better not touch my
By the
buttons.
way, I want you to know something.
Mm-hmm.
As wonderful as it was to do the show this morning with Invisible Squeeze, because he was fabulous,
Right.
Agreed with everything I had to say.
Right.
Was
Don't you prefer Invisible Squeeze?
No, I actually prefer Real Squeeze.
Are you for real?
Yes, but Invisible Squeeze did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
You know, every so often we would pan to Invisible Squeeze.
I got calls about Invisible Squeeze.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. You know, got calls about Invisible Squeeze.
Invisible Squeeze. He was looking to take over.
Oh,
But
right.
yeah, he came afterwards. He said he would work for invisible money. He would, work for. He doesn't need anything really because he has an invisible house, invisible car,
Invisible everything.
invisible everything.
So he's probably rich, got invisible money.
Exactly. Yeah, he said he's got Bitcoin. That's invisible money.
Yeah, that is invisible money.
Right. So that's it.
Can you imagine?
Welcome back.
Bitcoin is invisible.
It is invisible, and I think it's a hoax.
It's
My
it's
two
a
cents
bubble right now.
it's a bubble. I think it's a hoax. And I think once Bitcoin becomes so more ingrained in society.
as a norm?
Governments are just going to outlaw it. Why would the government allow a currency to overtake its own currency and monetary policies? It's my 2 cents. What do I?
And your 2 cents is not bad.
It's my 2 Bitcoins in a day.
Yes.
All right.
So, Bitcoin lovers, Bitcoin owners,
Bitcoin lovers and Bitcoin owners,
all I say is know when
turn
to...
those machines back on!
Know when to hold. Know when to...
You know what that's from?
Kenny Rogers, right?
Yeah, know when to hold, know when to fold.
Know when to fold.
Right.
Know when to fold. Know
Right.
when to
Yes.
fold, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Kenny Rogers, gambler.
Yeah.
That's right. Or as the...
And that's exactly what it is, gambling.
Yes.
But some people, I was having a conversation
Right.
with a dude on a plane the other day, like, hey, Bitcoin's up to 18 grand. I'm like, look, man, I sold mine, because guess what?
What?
It's going to crash.
It's going to crash.
Yes.
That's my 2.
Yeah.
My 2 cents. Carol Anderson has 2 cents too.
Got to know when to sell, when to buy.
It's like, Duke and Duke.
Mm-hmm.
You know who Duke and Duke is? Turn those machines back on!
Duke and Duke.
Turn those machines back on!
You're showing your age now, man.
Yes, Eddie Murphy's trying to corner the frozen orange juice market.
Showing your age. But with Bitcoins, all I got to say, folks, is buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, make money. Don't lose money. Make money. That's it.
By the way, Carol says, I'm very excited. Tamika wants to know, why am I yelling? I'm excited because Squeeze is back. As great as it was to do the show with Invisible Squeeze, it's just not as exciting without the real Squeeze.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be great, instead of Invisible Squeeze,
What?
when you don't come, we just put a cardboard of you there.
That would be good.
I really wish, if we could get like a cardboard cutout of Squeeze and put him in the chair when he doesn't come, that we could just pan to the cardboard Squeeze. I think cardboard Squeeze is better than Invisible Squeeze.
But it's not fair. What happens when you're not around?
What? The show doesn't go on.
Exactly. You see? We can't do the same of you.
Yes.
Life,
Life, they say, is unfair, sir.
Yeah.
Life is very unfair.
is
But you
very-
want to know something? Let me tell you something. Everybody's got some, dirty wash and issues and problems and whatever. There is not a human being in the world, okay? And this is me, Squeeze, anybody out there who doesn't have a problem, an issue. It's just, it would be a fantasy to say everything is perfect all the time. But every day you have obstacles, you have problems, you get up, you overcome it, you put a smile on your face, and enjoy all the good that is around you.
So where's this coming from?
This is coming from my heart, Squeeze. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Enjoy the good that's around you. Don't let people push your buttons.
No one's pushing my button.
Yeah.
Anyone's pushing your buttons?
Trump.
There we go again.
Trump.
Here
You know
we
which
go
one?
again.
Specifically, Eric.
Did you start off with Trump this morning?
Did I start off with Trump this morning? I don't even. You know what? Every show goes into one another. I don't remember what I started off with this morning. What I started off with Trump very briefly, Jill says, and then all right, we won't start off with Trump. Do you know? Let's talk about.
Why is it when Jill speaks, she doesn't speak in my ear?
What?
Why is she?
Because.
Oh, now she's speaking my ear.
Yes. So let's talk about a different country, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now they are having the Camel beauty contest this week in Saudi Arabia. Squeeze. And there's a problem now. There's a total prize money of $57 million for the prettiest camel. I SH you not. Okay. Yet there's a big uproar now on the Camel beauty contest going on in Saudi Arabia. There they are, some of the big beauties. We'll show the Camel bikini contest very shortly. But there's a problem, Squeeze, because I am not making this up. Okay? I can't make this stuff up. I saw this on the news. There is an uproar because the owners of the camels are injecting Botox into the camels' faces to make them look plumper and younger and have fatter faces, which apparently it makes you a prettier camel. And now animal activists are up in arms that, you could be hurting the camels with the Botox, and why would anybody do this to a camel? Squeeze, are you with me?
I'm listening to
you.
you.
I thought Invisible Squeeze took over for a second.
I'm just here. I'm like, interesting news. But
yes, that is. Well, you didn't want to talk about Trump, so I'm talking about other stuff.
Go on. It's getting very interesting.
So it says the possibility that a Botox-injected camel could win big money or go to a buyer for a high price months before it returns to its regular appearance has worried some attendees of the event who want the beauty pageant cheats for the camels to be punished. What do you think?
Next in the news.
You want to hear about the shark?
Beauty camel contest.
Donald Trump is scared of sharks.
Who isn't?
Rick Anderson is not. He's a guy who made friends with a shark about 6 years. He's a guy who made friends with a shark about 6 years ago on a dive. Mm-hmm. And apparently 6 years later, he ran back into the shark again. And I don't know why he knows this is the same shark. Oh, every year for 7 years, the shark comes back and visits him. I don't know why they know that this is the same shark. Maybe the shark has some sort of marking on him or something. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why they know this is the same exact shark. But every year, this shark in Australia comes back and visits this guy, Rick Anderson. And now it says that sharks can recognize people, and the shark would swim up to him for a pat and a cuddle. And then he says that after the shark goes past him, Rick taps the shark on his fin. The shark taps him on the legs. He holds out his arms, and the shark cuddles him. And apparently sharks have feelings, and sharks can obviously recognize different people. And this has been going on for 7 years now. So maybe Donald Trump should not be afraid of sharks. Maybe he should go dive and make friends with the sharks. Now, I know you dove with sharks once and you were scared.
I was in a cage.
You were in a cage,
yeah.
Right? In South Africa. You told me that story. Man. You told me that story. You dived with the shark.
Yeah.
Did any of them recognize you? Or did they just say, oh, yeah, I recognize this guy. It's dinner.
No, I recognize dark meat.
It's dinner. It's dinner time.
One of the most stupid things I've ever done. I will admit.